Well, happy Friday to you there, Mesky peeps, and thanks so much for all the new subscribers, current subscribers, and all subscribers going back to when I started my channel. I do deeply appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's always great to get a new subscriber, so thank you again. And today's August 18th. It's Friday, fantastic Friday, the year 2023. Hopefully you're doing outstanding. I'm going to talk to you today about something that I encourage everyone to consider if you meet certain criteria. Okay, so with that being said, I am Mazske Finance, and my disclaimer is always, I am not a financial advisor, I'm not a CPA, I'm not an attorney, I'm not any kind of doctor, I'm not any kind of nutritionist, nothing like that at all. I'm just Mazske, the little guy, blue collar guy who doesn't work now because he's financially independent. And I have talked on my channel a lot about owning real estate, I've talked some about stocks, talked about credit cards, I've talked about health, ways to live healthy, how to create health and wealth, wealth and health, okay? And I've talked a little bit about the military, like I painted that little guy up there, many years ago in the country of Panama, in the Navy, in a ceramic shop. So with that being said, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit today. This video, I'm making it for a buddy of mine, kind of, but I'm making it for all of you. I'm comparing two different credit cards that a lot of you may be intimidated to try to get. A lot of you may think, I can't afford that. It has a high annual fee. And I'll explain to you real quick how basically you break even, or you make money on both cards is what you do. You make profit, okay? But if the annual fee intimidates you, I'll explain to you how with credits and cash back, kind of like that kind of stuff, the cards are free, all right? And if you're military, Chase and Amex waive any annual fee they have on their cards for military, okay? Always double check that. Anything I say about any credit card, the credit card companies can change benefits at any moment. So it was current and up to date as a bit ago when I checked this morning, okay? Things can change. I could be saying this now and they might have already changed the benefits. I don't know, okay? But probably not, but I just don't know. All right, so with that being said, what card should I start with? I'm gonna talk about two different cards. I'm gonna start with the Capital One Venture X. I got a flip page here. Okay, Capital One Venture X has been around for a couple years. All right, it's the premium card from Capital One. Okay, one big difference with this card compared to the premium card from Chase or from Amex is the annual fee is cheaper than those two. Okay, I'm not really talking about the Amex card, but the Amex Platinum card annual fee is $695. Okay, the Cap One Venture X card, kind of like Twitter is now called X. The Capital One Venture X card has an annual fee of $395. Okay? How can that card be free to you? It's very easy. All right. First of all, you get, if you meet the sign-up bonus, you will get 75,000 miles. Okay? By meeting the sign-up bonus, I didn't write it down, but I think it's $4,000 in 3 months or $4,000 in 4 months that you have to spend. Okay? So you got to be able to spend that much money. If you cannot spend that much money in the time period, but you're very, very close. Things you can think about doing is perhaps buying a gift card somewhere. Maybe it's a gift that you're going to give to somebody for their birthday or for Christmas. Or maybe you shop at a supermarket or some retail center and you know you're going to spend the money. You could buy a gift card for that place you know you're going to spend the money, or if it's a gift for someone else. Or maybe you can prepay property insurance or some other expense you have and prepay it for the foreseeable future just to help you meet the spending requirements, okay? Just some thoughts, okay? So anyway, 75,000 miles when you meet the sign-up bonus. You also get 10,000 miles starting at your year one anniversary for every year thereafter, okay? 10,000 miles, they say, is equivalent to $100 worth of free travel. 75,000 miles is equivalent to $750 worth of free travel, okay? So meet the sign-up bonus, $750 worth of free travel. But by meeting it, you just spent dollars, okay? So you get more points for dollars, which means it's worth more in the Capital One portal. So what you get those benefits, you get every year a $300 travel credit. This travel credit, you have to buy travel through the Chase One portal, okay? You get access to their portal. So if you buy a round-trip airplane ticket or whatever you buy through their portal, hotels, rental car, I think it's anything with travel through their portal. If you spend $300, you get $300 credited back to your account, okay? If you spend $250, $250 credited back. Next time you spend $50, you get the final $50. You spend $10, $10, $10, whatever, until you get to $300, you get that money reimbursed, okay? You get that every year. You also get, once every 4 years, $100 for TSA PreCheck or global entry, okay? The missus and I both got TSA PreCheck several months ago. It cost us, I think it was $78. I used one card that gave me this benefit, and she used Capital One card for the benefit. And we both got the $78 reimbursed to us, okay? TSA PreCheck means when we fly in the United States, we can skip the longer line for the security check where we got to empty our pockets, take our shoes off, take our belts off, take tablets or laptops out of our book bags or whatever. TSA PreCheck, we bypass that usually to a shorter line. We can keep our shoes on, keep our belts on. Still got to empty our pockets. Can leave our tablet or laptop or whatever we got in our book bag. We can keep it in there. Okay. Yeah. So that's about it. So it saves some time normally. Global entry we did not get because I was short on time when I was applying for this. Next time I do this, I may get global entry. That works, from what I've been told, in some customs in some countries. Like coming back into the United States, if I'm living in Panama, I think if I have global entry, I can do the same thing. Or when, however it works. I've never used it, so I can't speak on it. I won't speak on it. Okay. So you got a $395 annual fee with Capital One Venture X card. You get $300 travel credit. That's $300 back. You get 10,000 miles every year worth $100. So it's kind of like that's another $100. That's $400. And that covers your $395 fee. Remember I mentioned when you buy stuff with your card, because you got to make the spending, you get points. If you use the portal and get a hotel room through the Chase One portal or get a rental car through the portal, you get 10x points. For every dollar you spend, you get 10 points. It's a pretty good deal. Get a rental car for a couple of days, costs you $300. Now you got 3,000 points. Okay. Hotel room, same thing, 10x points. If you get an airplane ticket, you get flights, 5x points. So whatever you pay for a flight, you get 5x points. Anything else you buy with the card, you get 2x points, which is pretty good because a lot of cards give you 1 point or 1.5, or they have special categories in some other cards. You know, you get special category, you get more points, but they'll give you 2 points on anything and everything that you buy. So if you spend $4,000, you get 8,000 points. Okay, so you meet the sign-up bonus of $4,000, and it gives you 8,000 points combined with your 75,000. So that's what 83,000 points you got now, and so on and so on and so on. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You also get, I'm not done yet, almost done. You also get access to the Capital One lounges. We visited a Capital One lounge in Dallas, Texas a couple months ago. It was the first lounge they opened. It's a pretty nice lounge. In lounges, you get bathrooms, you get free food, you get free drinks if you drink alcohol, which I don't encourage you to drink alcohol before getting on an airplane, but people do. You get free drinks at a bar, snack food, finger food, other non-alcoholic drinks, drinks you can drink. Bathrooms, I think they had showers in there. I'm not sure if they had sleeping places. Some lounges will have, if maybe you have a long layover, they have like a bed you can sleep in, I guess. I've never used that, okay? You also get the Priority Pass. The Priority Pass, I've had the Priority Pass for a number of years now with a different card. You also get the Priority Pass, which gives you access to Priority Pass lounges, which there are something like 1,300 lounges globally, including a lot in the United States and all around the world, okay? So Priority Pass. Moving on. That's the Capital One Venture X card. Moving on to the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. This one has an annual fee of $550. You might be like, whoa, that's more expensive. It's not as good. Hang on, Grasshopper. All right, a couple things this card will give. You get, and I might go out of order here on benefits, but you do get a $300 travel credit. So that's $300. The difference with Chase compared to Capital One, you can spend $300 on any travel outside of the Chase portal or in the Chase portal, and you still get that $300 travel credit back to you. Okay, looking at cash back that you can get a free membership to Instacart, which gives you free delivery fees, I think, and maybe something else. 1 year free Instacart membership, you get free delivery, and you get 5% back on any order you make. I used Instacart at the local grocery store just yesterday, okay? Because once a month, if I have my credit card, my Chase Sapphire Reserve linked to my Instacart account, I get a $15 credit as long as I spend $35. In a grocery store, you can spend $35 in a blink of an eye. Okay, I got about $50. I got altogether $52 worth of groceries. Some stuff was on sale or buy one, get one free at the store. So that my original bill was like $63. It was like $52 then. My 5% back, I got it credited immediately. So it was like $50 for my bill. It's still pending on my statement, but once it posts on my statement, probably that same day or within the next day, I should have a $15 credit posted because I get it once a month. I get an Instacart $15, okay? All right. In a year's time, that'd be $180. So $300 travel credit, $180. That's $480. You almost got a free card. You can't get a free card almost. You also get a DoorDash credit of $5 a month. $5 a month is $60 a year for DoorDash. I have a Chipotle very close to me, and a Moe's Southwest Grill very close to me, and Starbucks, and a whole bunch of stuff close to me. I go to Chipotle. Chipotle has the best bang for the buck. From my perspective, I like their food too. I can get a burrito or a bowl for just under $10. It's $9 and some cents. I get everything in it basically. Okay, and it's 2 meals for me because I don't eat as much as I used to. All right, if I wait, the $5 credit a month will accumulate to a maximum of 3 months to $15. So if I wait at least 2 months, I got $10. I buy this burrito, let's say, or a bowl or salad, and it costs 9 something. I get it for free. And the next month, then I get another $5. I could either save half price on one or wait another month and get another free one. Total of $60 worth of free food at several different restaurants. I just use Chipotle, so that's what I'm familiar with. All right. Moving on, you also get for points. You get, using their portal, you get 10x points for hotels. You also get, you know about Uber, you know about Lyft, right? If you use Lyft, you get a free Lyft Access membership. I think it's called Pink. I think that's what it's called. It normally costs $199 a year. You get it free, I believe, for 2 years, and it gives you like a higher priority and gives you maybe cheaper rates or something on Lyft, okay? And then you get 10x points when you use Lyft. What I do when I'm traveling, I have 2 apps on my phone, Uber and Lyft. I check both. If Uber is $30 and Lyft is $27, and now I get 10x points, I take Lyft. I've not yet found a ride where Lyft was more expensive than Uber. There is one occasion where I might take Uber instead of Lyft, and I'll tell you that in a minute. I'll try to remember to tell you why I would do that, okay? Let me tell you right now real quick. I have another credit card which gives me $10 a month of Uber cash. I can use it for Uber Eats. Same thing, I usually go back to Chipotle, get a free burrito once a month, a free bowl, $10 free. Or if I knew I was traveling, if I took an Uber, I save $10 on that Uber ride. Okay, so that's another option. That's a totally different credit card. That's the American Express Gold Card. Gives me that benefit. Okay, moving on. They also give $100 towards the TSA pre-check or global entry one time every 4 years. All right, so you got that benefit also. That's another $100. So in the first year, if you got a $300 travel credit, you got Instacart for a year, $180. You got the DoorDash for a year, $60. And you got the TSA pre-check for $100. By golly, I think you might have a free card that year. Not to mention, you get your bonus points of 60,000 miles, and Chase Ultimate Reward points, in my humble opinion, are better than Capital One points. They're better than American Express points. You get more bang for your buck in their portal or by transferring to partners. Okay, real quick here, because I'm not done. They got a lot more benefits, all right? You get, as I mentioned, 10x points. You, on a variety of categories, you get 5x points for buying flights through the portal. You get 3x points for any travel you do outside of the portal. And you also get 3x points for dining. So if you go out to eat, you get takeout, you get delivery, etc. You get 3x points for dining. All right. You will also get access to lounges. You get Chase Sapphire Reserve is making new lounges. I think they have 3 in the country right now. And I've never been to one yet. I know one's in Boston. That's the one that's coming to mind. And they're supposed to be very nice. I think one of the nicer lounges. And to get into it, you have to have a Chase Sapphire Reserve card. That's the only way you can get into it, okay? You also get the Priority Pass. I've been told, I believe, don't hold me to this one. I've been told the Chase Sapphire Reserve Priority Pass is better than a Priority Pass from another credit card because they give you more perks with the card. You still get access to 1,300 Priority Pass lounges, but I believe, don't hold me to this either, you get access into a variety of restaurants in an airport. Every airport can be different on what restaurants are included. And if you go to that restaurant, maybe they'll give you a dollar amount, like $28. So if you eat in that restaurant and use that card, you might get the $28 back. I've not yet used this benefit, so I can't speak on it in greater detail. Okay. You also get a variety of other stuff. Like here's one that stood out to me. You get roadside assistance. If you use your card and you have a flat tire and you get roadside assistance, they will reimburse you $50. Maximum $50 up to a maximum of 4 times a year for something for you break down on the side of the road. Hopefully you're not breaking down on the side of the road. All right. Real quick here, a couple other things because they got so many more benefits. I'm not going to cover them all. But they got trip cancellation, interruption insurance. Okay, something happens, you got to cancel your trip, it gets interrupted. You can get reimbursed. You have auto rental collision damage waiver. You get a rental car, they will tell you to decline the rental insurance, and the card covers you. That can save you a little chunk of money. Emergency evacuation transportation. If something happens, someone gets injured or sick when you're traveling, if you use the card, you can get evacuated if you need to, and they will reimburse you up to $100,000. If your trip is delayed more than 6 hours or requires an overnight stay, you're covered for unreimbursed expenses such as meals and lodging up to $500 per ticket. You have travel accident insurance, you have baggage delay insurance, your roadside assistance. You get the benefit guide, you get zero liability protection on your card, you get fraud protection, you get fraud alerts, you get return protection, you get extended warranty protection. You get is chip enabled for enhanced security and wider acceptance. You get purchase protection. Let me see if there's anything else. You get, there's a key one. You get with the Chase portal using the Chase Sapphire Reserve, 1 point is worth 1.5 points. So if you got 60,000 points, you use it in the portal, that's equivalent to having 90,000 points. If it was dollar for dollar, 60,000 is $600, 90,000 is now $900, okay? Excuse me. Too many different benefits I'm talking about, all right? I have a variety of Chase cards. I can transfer all my points from both me and the misses that are Chase points from different cards to Chase Sapphire Reserve and get 1.5 points on them all. I think altogether we might have for Chase points pushing 300,000. So if I use them all in the Chase portal, 1.5 points, that's 450,000 points. That's like $4,500 worth of free travel. Okay? Now, for my buddy, if you're watching this, now you realize maybe why, if it comes down to choosing one or the other of those two cards, me personally, I would choose the Chase Sapphire Reserve. I understand why some people might want to choose the Capital One Venture X. I have Capital One Venture X and I have the Chase Sapphire Reserve. I have a variety of credit cards, okay? But if you're beginning, you're in the early stages of doing this. Chase has a policy you can get 5 cards in 24 months. If you apply for 6 cards through, say you already got 5 cards through Chase and you're at 5 cards. If you have 5 cards you've applied for in the last 24 months and you apply for some card, Chase will deny you. They'll just deny you, okay? That's their rule. They got that. So if you want to get into getting credit cards periodically, I encourage you, from what I know, start with Chase because you don't want to get maxed out on that 5 and 24. And if you do get maxed out and you got all the good Chase cards, then you move over to Capital One or to American Express or Discover or whoever. There's a city, there's a bunch of cards out there, okay? But mainly those 2 cards. Sapphire Reserve, Capital One Venture X. If you only look at the annual fee, you might say $395, $550. This Capital One, $395. I get the $300 travel credit. I get $100 TSA. It's free. $550. Oh no, I got to pay money out of my pocket. No, you don't. That's free also. Both cards can be free. Again, if you're military, I know Chase and American Express will waive annual fees. All right, this video got long. Sorry about that. Hopefully you learned something. If I can help you out, if you want a referral link from me, for some of you, I'm limited to so many referrals. I can email you. You got to let me know. Email me. My email is always in the description. I will email you a link to either card, and you can use that link to sign up for the card or just sign up for it yourself if you want to. If you use my link, I would get probably 10,000 points or 15,000 points, depends on the card. All right, and I have cards from American Express, Capital One, and Chase. I can refer you to any card. So with that being said, have a great day. Mazskes signing out.